Hundreds of thousands of people remain without power. Drivers are having trouble getting gas for their cars, and first responders want people to stay off the streets for their own safety. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Shay Rozzi.
And I'm Sarah Whaley. Tonight, on top of the destruction from those straight line winds, we're also learning of 3 confirmed tornadoes in Green Country last night. The widespread damage and power outages are being compared to that 2007 ice storm, meaning the recovery could take several days. The Fox 23 severe weather team is covering all angles to keep you safe and informed tonight. We start with Fox 23's Rick Marinon live with a message from Tulsa City and County leaders, Rick, for everyone about the night ahead.
We have seen the cleanup happen, at least on the big streets, but when it comes to the neighborhoods, we still have big scenes just like this one right here in my backyard even, and they are worried that people will be going essentially in pitch black neighborhoods and driving around into what is debris that is still within the neighborhood streets that has yet to be cleared. If you take a look at some video of the damage, they are even worried about these main streets still having some power poles leaning over them. And that is the main concern, is there's going to be some work being done into the night, but it is still very pitch black in many areas where the power is still being restored. And that's why they want you to stay home. Even if you have power, don't go out there because there are still some intersections that are pitch dark. It is dangerous for the crews, not only the city, but also PSO, as they are working to try to get power and everything at least somewhat back to a livable situation. I think we're going to be away from normal for a long time. Here is the plea from Tulsa Mayor G.T. Bynum about the night ahead and staying off the roads and staying home.
I think my number one request of Tulsans is, if you can stay at home tonight, please do so. We've still got limbs down in streets around the city, especially in neighborhoods. We're still going to have crews working through the night to get Tulsa up and going, and it is safer for you and for the folks working on those crews if you're not out driving around in the dark.
This has been described as a weak tornado for everyone, even though there wasn't actually the tornado in the Tulsa metro. That is how high the winds have gotten, and we still have many more days ahead. If you do need a place to go, there are places to go, especially after the sun comes up tomorrow, but even tonight, and we will get into that into this broadcast. But the thing is, stay home. Even if it is a little bit warm inside, it is thankfully nighttime and we are starting to cool down. But there is a very serious risk out there on the roads being so dark, especially with many traffic lights, some of them in pieces. It is very difficult to navigate at nighttime here in the city of Tulsa and even in surrounding communities. Live in South Tulsa, covering news that matters, I'm Rick Marinon on Fox 23 News.
All right, Rick, we do have some important numbers for you to save, as so many of you continue to be affected by the aftermath of last night's severe weather. If you find trees blocking the road or are experiencing a waterline break in the city of Tulsa, call 918-596-9488. If you're experiencing some kind of sewer overflow, you can call 918-586-6999. And if you have a gas leak, evacuate the area once you are safe. Call 911.